Hello everyone. So I want to talk about Final Fantasy 14 and Shadowlands. I know there are a lot of videos out there and the difference of what they're experiencing. So I'm all 17-year-old WoW veteran. Played the game since early 2004 and all the way now to Shadowlands. And while Shadowlands did get a good reception, we were stuck for a long time on the same content. And well, I know there are a lot of videos about the difference. For me, personal experience right now, I really like how Final Fantasy 14 is unfolding. I really like how they give you numerous of options to play. I just finished the 2.0 story. I'm doing all the side quests. I love doing that. I love collecting mounts, pets. That's one of my main things. But what I really like is when I got one character and do all different jobs or classes on the one character. I mean, that's really such a relief. But also, when you reach level 50 and do the last quest in Final Fantasy 14, they opened up for two classes right from the bat to play, the Red Mage and the Samurai. So, you have two different DPS classes you can play. I really like that. My problem with Final Fantasy, no, not my problem with my problem with World of Warcraft right now is the content, how it's all gated. Because I still don't understand why they gate it, or maybe I do. Uh, because in the last two expansions, because a lot of people went through it like in a less time, and they said we have nothing to do. They actually gated because of the renown. And now that I'm seeing with for PvP, they locked item levels behind a high level renown. It's stupid. I still don't know why they did that for PvP even, but also the gated stuff on the story is stupid. Same for the covenants. They gated that for a long time because for me my character at the start wasn't that powerful, and doing the soul binds, it took weeks before everything was unlocked. Now you can get to level 40 very fast. I think you can do be in a day almost level 30 without any hesitation. Just do a bunch of world quests and do some dungeons, even the LFR raid, and you get so much renown. You're done. The flying is made a bit easier, but so far what I experienced in Final Fantasy 14 right now, that was also quality of life change that was told to me, because the flying in the old or in the first area you're playing in Realm Reborn and all those cities, they did that because of quality of life. But that for me, after I finished the story onto 2.0, to 2.0, I mean, uh, getting the flying at level 50, it really gave me the feeling what I got all those years ago in the Burning Crusade for the first time. And what I even like more, all my mounts can fly. Doesn't matter if it's walking on the ground, it can fly. It's really cool. Not just sticking with one mount. And I'm really excited to go through the further patches. And after that, Heaven's Ward. Of course, going to later on to Shadowbringers. Well, yeah, so far I really like it. Also, the crafting system in Final Fantasy XIV is very deep. I really underestimated how deep it is. I got all professions. I'm gonna make everything from it because I love collecting things, but also doing things. Uh, what is most fun right now for me is just also the side quest. It really starts open up for me after the main game. They did a really good job on world building and also establishing the characters. they really did a really good thing with that, and I really appreciate how they do it. But at some points, it becomes a little bit tiresome, and I think a lot of people are like, "Why are these scenes so long?" And I understand it's an RPG MMO, like Jesse Cox said in his video. But so, thank God they slimmed it down a bit last year. Removed a lot of bloat quests, so you can go through the main story better. And I really liked how it was going right now. And now that I'm discovering more, I can't keep the game out of my head right now because it brings me so much joy to play through. Because yeah, that hasn't happened in many years, and the satisfaction you get from not just killing a boss or anything, but the accomplishments, the level up and a new ability, but also go do your job quest when getting a new ability, and the story tied to it is really, really well done. I'm really surprised by it. For every job you have, it's all they all have a story. I really like that how they changed it. For me in World of Warcraft with alts, you have to go through them all every single time. It's unskippable. Yeah, it's really unacceptable at this point with alts. After that, you get the choice to do the campaign again or do Threats of Faith. So it's something like Diablo. You get the whole world, everything is open. You can go anywhere, do everything. Well, the leveling isn't a cobblestone. It's really annoying how slow it goes, and you're gonna do dungeon spam. But the problem with dungeon spam is you're almost in a cycle of three dungeons. It's the same one every single time. That's really tiresome, and they should have improved on that, and yet they didn't. But for me, right now with 9.1, is more like you come in the game and there are new currencies and new systems on top of it. It feels like there are more bricks on your back, and gated stuff like the story. Um, yeah, it really feels like it takes more time to play than having fun instead of having fun in something that's called World of Warcraft. So those are my just a few of my little thoughts of the difference between those games. And I know like I said at the beginning, there are tons of videos, and I'm just another YouTuber streamer who's in between, but who's very small in it. But I just want to give my thoughts on it, what I've been thinking about. But also the community difference is really staggering, and what I got to say to the Final Fantasy community on the Discords I am in also. And also for the few streams I did, I got some gil, I got a mount and a pet. I really appreciate everyone for helping me along and making the game more enjoyable, and also doing dungeons with no hassle. And even when you die, even people are like, "Oh no, it's okay." I know World of Warcraft, when you die, even in a normal dungeon, they're like, "What the hell are you doing? Are you fucking crazy? Get the fuck out!" No, it's really hard on new players, and you don't know everything how your class works. It's really hard sometimes. I've seen it tons of times. I tried to say in game in chat to somebody, well, this is my first time thinking. I'm like, okay, but then you got, of course, the DPS that pulls everything, and they blame me, the healer or the tank. Yeah, so there's a big difference in community, and I really love that. So yeah, so this is a really short video of mine. I hope to make more of it. Speak more freely of it, because this has been on my mind for the last week or so, or last 2 weeks even. Uh, so yeah, leave a comment below and hope to see you soon. Goodbye.